Okay, man, I have a quick question. Say you and someone, y'all are vibing, the texting, the energy, everything's so good, but then they hit you with like a, hey, I think we'd be better off as friends than like romantic partners, you know, like I'd rather just stay friends and like that's it. How do you feel about that? I don't want to say like friend zoning, but like that's basically what it is. But like it's done without ill intent. It's just like I genuinely don't see a romantic relationship developing between us, but I think we could be really good friends. How do you take that? Do you like give it a chance and like try to be friends with the girl, or are you just like, I'm good, on to the next? I'm just trying to understand like what men think.
So I'm not going to base this just singular off of the guys. Obviously, I want to get the women's perspective. As far as them saying that to guys, what exactly does that mean? But I'm gonna pose a question to Quentin first. How do you react to a woman that just wants? Maybe it starts off like y'all kicking it or whatever, y'all seeing what's happening, and then she says, "You know what? We should just be friends and all of that type of stuff." How should guys react to that, or how do you see that?
Just nothing. Okay. It's like I wouldn't. I feel like those words are like tactful. I don't think women these days are like that. They gotta send you a big text message this long of a slew of things of what they perceive is wrong with you, as opposed to just I just want to be friends.
You think that that usually accompanies that something is wrong with the guy versus they just not maybe
Well,
feeling.
there's I've learned to do this. Like when you break off from a woman, I've learned to like you don't have to tell them why you're not here anymore. You just tell them why you don't want to be here. You know what I mean? Like I'm done, blah blah blah. But like I used to be like, there's like a list of why I'm leaving. But I don't like I ain't out here trying to hurt nobody's feelings. You know what I mean? Just like this ain't working. We're gonna keep it G. But people don't need to know what's wrong with them on your way out. You know what I mean?
I thought that women nowadays is just so detached that a lot of people just block each other.
Well, I can only speak from my recent experiences, and I got a big long text message of everything that I did wrong. Like what the fuck, nigga?
Ladies, what does that mean when a woman just says, "Hey, why don't we just really be good friends?"
More than likely, it means she's just not attracted to you, or the chemistry that she's looking for just isn't there, or maybe she thinks you're a good person, but you're lacking something that she's looking for. But I don't think that that's like a terrible thing to want somebody as a friend.
But what does that look like once you become a friend?
I mean, it depends. Have they slept together? Are they, I mean, it all depends on how their relationship was before she decided to say, let's just be friends. If they've
Hmm.
never done anything, I feel like it could just be a natural friendship. But if they have, it can get a little sticky.
Not if they're mature.
Mm,
If you're mature enough, you could be having coitus with a woman, and she can tell you, "I'm about to go do some other shit," and then you just keep it G and you remain to be friends.
I mean, yeah, that's possible, but not for everybody that's entering the situation either. You got to think about when both of you start new relationships, how the other person is going to feel. Mm, it's just, it could play out a lot of different ways.
I was glad that she was happy.
Who?
I'm just saying. Hypothetical situation.
Mika, what does that mean? Um, if a woman says, "Yo, we should just be friends," like, is she trying to turn him down, or is it ever a situation where she really do just want to be friends and she don't want to mess up the friendship?
No, usually they do not want to be friends. It's a nice way of saying, I don't really like you.
Hmm.
And so he doesn't get in his feelings, because I don't know how girls are now, but then girls used to try to protect the male's pride or ego somewhat. So that was some girls' way of saying, I don't really like you, but I think you cool. We can be friends.
Hmm.
I mean, I think usually when you break up with someone, like I feel like most people think like something has to go wrong, like somebody got to get slapped, somebody got to get cheated on, like there's not, you know what I mean? Like I see that in the world, like people just don't part ways just amicably. Hey, this didn't work out. Okay, bye. Type
Because they're
stuff.
all
Like,
toxic. Because they're all toxic. They have to, like the women nowadays, like they have to. It has to be some type of drama attached to it. They have to get the last word. Yada yada. All
yeah,
that good
like why you can't just be sweet? Like let me down gently, like stroke my back, say I'm leaving you. Let me maintain my fucking dignity.
Right, and that's what I said. That's what I said. That's what let's just be friends is. But on the other hand, it's also lying. Because you don't, anybody that you actually say that to, let's just be friends, 9 times out of 10 you don't really want to have a friendship with them. They can still have contact with you, but you probably wouldn't talk with them that much.
Molly,
I mean, it doesn't make any sense to just be friends.
what does it mean, Molly, when a woman truly just wants to be friends with a guy? Is there any ulterior meaning to that, or is it just exactly that?
My background might be a little loud. I think for the most part, it just means she's not interested or attracted. But sometimes I do think that sometimes women can be attracted to the male that they might be friends with, but they don't know if taking it the next step might ruin things, so they just don't do it. I think it would just
Can't hear
depend.
nothing in your background, Molly. Just to let you
I
know.
have another question
Oh,
for
okay.
you.
Because I'm
So
like,
what if she busted open for a real one and didn't tell you that?
that she still wants to be friends.
Hmm.
She don't want you to get attached. That's how I would take it. Don't get
You don't like
attached. I'm
you.
probably gonna be busting it down for somebody else too.
Dear Christ.
I mean,
She don't like you.
she don't want
Oh,
you to get clingy.
cannot make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
I tell guys, don't be friends with a woman that said, "Let's just be friends." Just walk away, and you don't have to tell her. Like, don't say, "Okay," don't say, "No, I don't want to be your friend." Just quietly fade away, and just don't ever call her again. I tell guys all the time, decline the friendship.
Why do
don't
you
accept.
tell him that?
What's the point?
Hmm.
What's the point? I don't understand the point. If you came into it interested in her and being more than friends with her, and that's not what she wants, then what's the point?
So what if you didn't come into it being interested in her and it was actually a genuine friendship and then Philip started to develop after that? Would you still tell him the same thing?
How did y'all become friends? I don't understand how y'all became friends.
Networking.
This sounds personal.
It's really
Like, are y'all getting money together or something?
yeah. We throw day parties and stuff together and we get money.
Well, then if y'all get money together, then that's cool. Let's get this money.
But what if he's now interested in me, but I don't want to mess up the money, but he is a nice guy.
That's logical. Listen, if you making a business decision, business over bullshit 1,000% of the time. Business over bullshit 100% of the time. I'm with that. Listen, you a smart girl. You making a logical decision. You might even be looking out for me by making sure that I stay on my P's and Q's and giving me some good advice. I could deal. I could take that. We talking about money, but I'm talking about just on some like, hey friend, like on some type of shit. You want hey friend me?
But that's the
I mean, can
thing.
you fault her for not being attracted to you though?
You said Ken what?
Can you fault her for not being attracted to you?
No, I don't see it as a problem. Everybody got preferences. There's nothing wrong with her saying I don't want to get into a relationship with you or nothing like that. That's not a problem at all. I'm saying decline the friendship on the guy side.
So when
'Cause
she
he got
says I'm not interested, I'm just like, all right, I'm out.
yeah. What would you so you think he has an obligation to still be friends?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm
Why
just
would he want to be friends? Why would he want to stay and be friends if y'all not getting no money together? And I'm not saying don't be cool, right? Being cool, if I see you or whatever, or if I see something happening, I'm not gonna delete your number. Like I check up, like, oh man, is everything good over there or whatever? But like calling you and checking on you on a regular basis, what the fucking point is that?
I've never seen I've never heard a woman say, let's just be friends. But I've heard a woman say, we could be friends, but we could be friends though. I've seen that because it implies I really don't want anything, but if you still want some part of me, we could be friends.
I have female friends that's friends that I might not even talk to for 2 years straight.
I don't think
And
that's
then
strange.
like, huh?
I don't think that's strange. I mean, male or female, you can't talk to everybody all the time, but that doesn't mean you don't consider them a friend.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that splits could be amicable, is what I'm saying. I think that they could be cool, but I don't think that friendship and the way that a guy would receive it would more than likely be anything other than, oh, that's my, oh, I know who she is or whatever, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see point in accepting any like a close friendship with a woman on that type of time with most women.
So if you say don't accept it, why not just tell her like that's not what I'm looking for, so that's not going to work for me?
Because you're
No,
allowing
that's
for her to also, in the same way that she's saying, because she's lying to you too. Right? She won't just
What
come
do you
out and
mean?
say, listen, because she's not coming out and saying I'm not attracted to you. She's throwing hints and saying let's just be friends in order to not, make it a difficult situation.
it's a
And so why
lie.
wouldn't he do the same thing and say, all right, that's cool, and then just keep it moving and never call her again?
And that's
But like,
probably
why does she need to tell you that she's not attracted to you? Why can't she just say, okay, I'd rather be friends? So you would
She
prefer like
can.
the reason behind it?
No, I say that's cool.
Right. But I don't think that that's like lying for her not to say, I'm just not attracted to you. She's saying, I would rather just be friends. Why is that not enough?
He's
well,
also
it is
saying,
enough.
okay, I'm cool with being friends, but the type of friend that
But
he's
you're
going to
not.
be is not going to be the type of friend that you think that he's going to be.
See, and that doesn't even have to happen. You agree with her, and then you get off the phone, and then you don't reach out to her.
Yeah, I don't
And
think
if
that
she ain't really fuck with you, she's not gonna reach out to you either.
I don't like I don't see the point in reaching out to each other after that if y'all not
Well,
actually trying.
exactly. But there's no conversation. I'm not a closure kind of person. Like, I don't need closure. I don't feel like giving people closure
I
type
agree.
shit.
I
I'm
agree.
just
I
like,
mean, like I'm the type of person where like we could see each other like in passing or something like that and be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna hit you up or whatever. And if I forget and I never call you again and I never reach out, like I'm cool with that.
So is someone your friend if they never call you or never text you?
Yeah,
It's like rare.
but you
yeah.
gotta realize, like, people be like willy nilly throwing the friend word out there, and everybody
Yeah.
fucking knowing type shit.
It's
I'm
not
not
true. I have
like,
friends, I've said it before. I have friends from kindergarten that I might not talk. I'll give you another example. I don't talk to my brothers. Sometimes I can go 6 months, 8 months, a year, or until Thanksgiving and we run into each other and we be loving each other. And then we might talk. We may go through a span where we talk, you know what I'm saying, 2 times a week for the next 6 weeks, and then we don't necessarily reach out. I think that the way that guys see friendship is much different than the way that women see friendship. I think that that's the problem. Is that guys could be friends with a person or cool with a person, and they don't have to necessarily talk to them regularly and still think that they friend. Whereas women think that you have to have some kind of interaction on a normal basis to an extent in order to actually consider somebody your friend.
No, but I think you have to I think they're not as a higher priority. So
Like there's an associate is probably a better word for most
yeah,
people are.
like I'm not really somebody I really don't talk to at least on a monthly basis.
And yeah, facts. Like I can't call you because I'm in jail and I need some bail money. You're not my friend. Type shit.
See, I won't say
Why not?
like I don't have to talk to you.
Like as a hypothetical, like
I have guys that I am really, that's my dog. But he be busy and I be busy and we might not talk to each other for 6 months.
Exactly. That's how I am. If we don't talk, we don't talk. But nothing changed. Like we're still friends. We just have things to do and people get busy. I get that.
Like I don't
But
know
when
why
we
we move the word
the
friend
same as before.
because it's not a normal everyday occurrence.
See, I think there's a difference between we're cool and we're friends.
facts. I agree.
No, I've got
Because
good
a
friends.
friend
Good friends I can talk to.
I actually care about. We
I care
cool,
about my homies.
but see that there's a tier. There's a tier of people. There's people I'm cool
There's
with,
levels to this.
but I'm not gonna go out of my way. I wouldn't go out of my way to do something. You ask me something, and I might come to it, might not. My friend, I will try my hardest to try to move stuff around and try to actually be there.
And see, I have friends that I haven't spoken to in 6 months that if they called me, I would fly clear across the country to show up for them.
Yep.
Because like as an adult, your show of friendship is showing up. So if I can show up, I will show up. But that doesn't mean I need to talk to you every day. We have stuff to do.
If some of my guys that I haven't talked to in 2 years call me and be like, dog, I'm in a bind, I'm there immediately.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
That's my dog. That's my guy. But we don't, and you know, like I got friends that hit me up and say, yo, Ton, I got tickets to this, or I'll hit him up because I remember that, you know, he doing, you know, he into this or he gonna be in the city or whatever. And I say, hey, bro, I'm not going to the game tonight, man. You want my tickets? You know what I'm saying? That may be once a year or something or whatever, right? But that's still my dog. And I don't have to talk to him regularly in order for me to be for him to still be my dog.
Yeah, that would be somebody I'm cool with.
Really?
Yeah. I would put you in the we cool. And there's nothing wrong with being in the we cool. Because I don't have a problem with you. Like you call me up, I would answer. But it's not something that I'm going to jump through hurdles for. So no. We just cool.
You're kind of rigid. You're kind of rigid, Mika.
No, I'm
I have
honest.
friends that if
the people don't want to be honest about like their actual friendships because they sit on and then they'll sit on the phone and then you know come up with all these excuses. Oh, I got da 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 da. No, like somebody I'm just cool with. I'm not doing all that.
But I don't talk on the phone.
We know, but that's not what I was saying.
But I like
Anton. Don't call me at all. I talk to Quentin. That's about it. Everybody else know. You better text me or you not gonna get a response.
I
I
don't
will
talk
watch
on the
that phone
phone. So
ring.
it's not
don't
like,
no text either.
Yeah, but that's not a bias towards anybody else. That's just what my personality is.
Anton, talk to me. Anton, talk to me. We had a long ass conversation the other day.
Just messy for no reason.
Nah, it wasn't messy. It was some mentor shit. I feel like he'd be knowing I'll be about to crash out. He got to bring me back to center.
But like,
I'm not mad. I don't call Anton like that.
Don't act like that.
No, I'm talking to somebody in the chat. They're like, well, I don't call Anton like that.
Why not though?
Oh shit!
Because you don't even like being on the phone, Anton.
You ain't gonna answer anyway.
I will answer.
He done told you he like to be walked and all of that, so he expects you to call even if he's not gonna answer.
That's true.
Yeah,
He just wants a red and missed call on his phone.
No. That's not true.
I'll circle back.
I don't
No.
understand why you wouldn't call me because of me. Like call me.
Oh,
'Cause
Anton,
you-
Anton.
Hmm?
The last time I called you, did you answer?
But it wasn't
Okay.
because no. Hold on. It wasn't because I wasn't trying to answer. It was because I was in something at that particular
I
time.
know. That's why I don't
Whoa, whoa,
call
whoa.
because you're busy half of the time. I
But I
respect
still want you to call because I appreciate the fact that you called me.
it, but I respect it. What do I tell you half the time? I'm like, and when I do talk to you on the phone, I'm like, I only need like 5 minutes. I know you're busy. I say that all the time.
But the time before you called, we talked for a long time. We talked for a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
You like those dudes who pop the balloon prematurely because you think a nigga gonna say some shit that he ain't even gonna say.
Who, Mika?
Yup. He just made up. I know you busy. I got 5 minutes.
You almost right. You almost right.
I don't know. I don't
No, I see. I go by the philosophy, right? That you teach people how to treat you, right?
no, that's not true.
And
Sometimes you just
John likes to be. He don't really like to sit on the phone.
Well, then you can call him, and then if he ain't trying to fuck with you, then he'll make it shorter than not.
no,
But at
I'm
least he'll.
always trying to
No,
I fuck with y'all. That's not it.
he don't do
But
that.
Well, not
but
like
my
fuck with you. Like if it needs to be shorter, a shorter conversation, it'll be that. But don't say,
I feel like
"Hey,
y'all
I know
trying to
you
tell me
busy."
that I need to be a better friend or some shit. That's what I
You're
feel
like
like y'all
putting a
trying to.
barrier to like. That's funny.
I feel like y'all low key trying to say that I'm a bad friend.
No, Mika is not me.
I feel like y'all trying to tell me
I
something.
know you're gonna call me. You're gonna ask for some pics, and then you're gonna fucking talk me out of what I told you. And you're gonna go against what I say.
And lose. I feel like y'all been trying to have a what do you call those things? An
a
intervention with me
powwow.
An intervention.
the last couple of days. I feel like y'all been having trying to have an intervention with me. That's okay.
Dang, yeah. Now that you think
That's
about
okay.
it,
That's okay.
put his
See,
Molly goggles back in the.
this is why I'm quiet half of the time. See, now he off camera. This is why I said I'm quiet half of the time.
Nope, I'm off camera because I'm drinking right now. Y'all driving me to be drinking.
Ah, shit.
I mean, if you're gonna tell us you're drinking, you might as well show us.
Facts.
You said if I'm a what?
If you're gonna tell us, you might as well show us.
I feel like y'all are really having an intervention moment now. Okay, all right. I see what this is. 4th of July. Pick on Anton weekend. I get it. All right.
People who have interventions care about you.
I'm not a bad friend. I'm a great friend. I'm gonna say that.
You definitely are a great friend
So, you know.
that don't like to sit on the phone.